Gold Sacagawea coins, do you have one? We'll go over 3 steps in this video. Step 1 will show you examples of what to look for to determine if your Sacagawea coin is rare or not. Step 2 will help you identify the value of your Sacagawea coin so you'll understand their worth in today's market. And step 3 will show you how to get expert help to evaluate and or sell your collection for the most money possible if that's what you're looking to do. Let's hop into this video. But first we'll look at this coin that's sold for $84,000. We're going to show you more about why this coin sold for so much money at the end of the video. But first we're going to go over this 2000p Sacagawea gold coin. Now to get this out of the way, a lot of people will come to us saying, hey, I have this really rare gold coin. First of all, these coins are not actually gold. They have a metal composition of 77% copper, 12% zinc, 7% manganese, and 4% nickel. Did you know that? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. And it's okay if you didn't know that, but now you do. So to be fully transparent here, these Sacagawea coins are typically only worth a few dollars, but this example sold for a lot more money than that. The first thing you may notice is a bunch of nicks and gashes. Look around her chin area and her cheekbone. Now sometimes these things can come like this straight from the minting facility where they produce coins. So that's going to be okay if there's a bit of gashes like that. You can still get a really high grade because this one got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. Now when you're looking at the coin in the holder, it looks pretty normal, but when you have the close-up look, you can see there's this rainbow, darkish red, green, purple, all these different colors going on with the coin, which is pretty uncommon on a Sacagawea coin like this. Now what is this? It's called toning, and the reason why you don't see it in some photos is because the lighting can be very important. They got the lighting in a certain way to make it look very nice and appealing. What you need to know is that toning really only matters on mint state coins that have not been out in circulation. This example right here has that toning. Now toning can happen when the air will oxidize with the metals, causing this look based upon where the coin is actually stored. Now this can either increase or decrease the value. This example got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 and it sold for $65. $408 for this 2003 Sacagawea coin graded by NGC at a mint state 69. So that's 1 point away from the perfect grade of 70. The higher you get in the grading scale, the more money your coin's going to be worth. This example is a beautiful specimen and it sold for $408. $1,380 for this 2005 P $1 Sacagawea coin. Now under the date you see that P mint mark standing for the Philadelphia mint where this coin was produced. Now a lot of time you're either going to see a P mint mark or a D mint mark standing for the Denver mint, and depending on the year and depending on the mint mark can dictate how many coins were actually produced for that specific mint during that specific time. Now that can be important based on how many coins were produced. It's a simple supply and demand thing. If a certain mint didn't produce that many coins, there's going to be less supply and more demand. So this one sold for $1,380 mainly because of the very high grade. Now if you have a coin like this, there's a high probability that what you have is not rare, but if you get it graded, that's where the money can really be. Now we recently updated our completely free ebook. You can get that down below. It goes over coins and currency for handling, grading, and values. It's over 36 pages. It's completely free. We highly recommend you pick that up down below because it's going to help you with the foundations of coin and currency collecting and how to maximize the value of your collection. Let's go to the next coin. $2,160 for this 2000D Sacagawea dollar graded by NGC at a mint state 69. So that's only 1 point away from that perfect grade of 70. A lot of it, once again, kind of boils down to that grade. The better the condition, the more money it's going to be. All of these coins we go over sold at Heritage Auctions. Heritage is a auction company that has a lot of eyeballs and a lot of attention at it. That's why some of these coins are able to bring so much money when they are sold. Keep in mind that markets are constantly fluctuating up and down. Now the best way to sell your coin for the most amount of money would be to hold onto it and find the right buyer. Remember, if you take your coin to a coin shop, they need to make money too. They have overhead expenses, they have employees to pay, so they're going to take anywhere from 10 to 30% of the value there. That way they can make a little bit of money and pay for cost of living. Now there are some shops out there that are going to gouge you and try to really rip you off, so find someone that's trustworthy, find a coin expert that you can really trust, and whatever you do, please do not go to a pawn shop. No offense, pawn shop owners, but these guys typically do not have the deep knowledge you need about coins and paper money to really pay the amount that they're worth. These guys are just looking to rip people off a lot of the time. Now don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a lot of legitimate pawn shop owners out there that have a very broad knowledge base, but on this sort of material you need someone that knows exactly what they're talking about to find out the value of your coin. Once again, this 2000D Sacagawea dollar graded by NGC at a mint state 69 sold for $2,160. $7,200 for this 2000p $1 Sacagawea coin. Now this one also came with a Lincoln cent. That That's because these are what we call Cheerios dollars. So back in the day, Cheerios, the cereal, had a campaign giveaway where when you bought the box of cereal, there was a chance that you could come across these coins. Now this person got the Sacagawea coin graded at the 67 grade and was able to sell them both for $7,200. Now how do you know if you come across a Sacagawea dollar coin? Not to get your hopes up too much, but the probability of you finding one of these coins is slim to none. But if you do, this is how you tell. So flip the coin over to the back, look at the tail feathers on the coin. We're going to show you an example of a Cheerios dollar and a non-Cheerios dollar. Pretty much there's going to be these diagonal marks in the tail feathers of that eagle on the back of the coin. Now even if you have a Cheerios dollar but it's really worn down and hard to see, a grading company like PCGS or NGC simply will not designate it as a Cheerios dollar because it's really worn down. That's why keeping your coins really safe and secure is super important, because the condition is really important on these coins. Once again, $7,200. Now $84,000 for this 2014 D Sacagawea dollar graded by NGC at an AU 58. AU means almost uncirculated. That means this coin was technically out in circulation before someone noticed it. So the tough part about this coin is that it can look very similar based on the color. Now when you flip it over to the back, you'll notice that this coin is actually a mule. That means the back is a presidential dollar. The front and the back simply do not go together. This is also what we call a discovery coin. Before this, nobody knew this type of coin existed. Now honestly, what's stopping a mint employee from replicating something like this, keeping it in their pocket for a very long time, taking it home, putting it in their collection, and then selling it 5 or 10 years later for a staggering $84,000, just like this coin sold for? That's a lot of money for a little mint mistake. Was this intentional or not? We'll leave that up to you. Let us know down in the comment section below. Do you think this was done intentionally, or it was a genuine mistake that didn't mean to happen because someone made a staggering $84,000 on someone's mistake at the US Mint? We'll see you in the next video.